Hey guys, Shmisto here. Been a long day. Figured I'd post another video for you guys. I'm gonna start this off. Start this one off with the deck profile. This is the deck I've been using. I did swap out the Grimoires for the neutral goblin. Do you see right here? I had two, so I swapped it out for two just to see how that worked for a while. Because the Grimoires, as good as they are, sometimes kind of just sit in my hand, and I don't like that. So I figured I'd try and throw in a 1-drop just in case. It gives me slightly better advantage if I get it against aggro. But for the deck profile, as you guys know, if you guys have been watching, I run the ginger version of the neutral Runecraft. So started this off. The 1-drop goblins, which I just added in, they're neutral. They're 1-drops. They're 1/2s. They're not bad. I've been playing it all this past month. You see them a lot, I'm sure. Second off, we got 2-drops neutral Bellringer Angels. They're ward, and they draw a card which helps cycle through the deck, which is highly important in the ginger deck. Next, we have the Unicorn Dancer Unica. Obviously really good, especially against aggro. If they don't kill it, you can regain life. That's very necessary to have, especially against OTK decks like dragons, or hell, even this deck. If you don't maintain high life, this deck can just crap on you. Most decks can. If you can't regain life, you're stuck. Like, they can just top draw like nuts and just kill you. Then obviously the Actress Farias, neutral, evolve them, plus 1/1 to all other neutrals on your side of the field. Really good. It's 2-drop 2/2, turns into a 4/4 unless you've Aliced. Which of the sweets is really good in this deck. It is Runecraft, but she doesn't count herself towards her ability, which is Fanfare. Draw a card if the number of neutral cards in your hand equals or exceeds the number of Runecraft cards in your hand, excluding this card. I have noticed a lot, which is another reason why I took out the Grimoires, because they are Runecraft. They get stuck in my hand, like I said, and they hurt my Witch of the Sweets, which is a 2-drop 2/2, so generic. But it replaces itself if you have more neutrals than you do Runecraft, which I do. So far, you haven't seen. This is my first Runecraft card so far. I run 3 of her. You know, she evolves into a 4/4. Nothing's, fancy, but she replaces herself, which is very important. Run 1 of the Goblin Mage, because I do have a crap ton of 2/2s, but at the same time, they're not as important, but it gives me another play. And thins my deck, gets the 2/2 out of the deck, so if I'm going for draw and hopefully drawing to my big stuff, I'm not drawing in. It's less likely to draw into a 2/2. It's also neutral. 4/4. It is 3 costs, but you can't complain too much for a search effect. Hence why it's only 1. Alright. Now, I've said this before in another video, but I'm running 2 Angelic Knights. They're pretty much my cheap replacement for Grimnir, the War Cyclone. It got nerfed, and because of the nerf, it went up to 800 gold apiece, and I was hurting for vials, so I adjusted the crap out of them. I had one for the longest time, but I eventually adjusted it too, because, again, hurting for the vials. So, running 3, similar stats. They have 1 less health than Grimnir, but at the same time, they give another ally plus 1 attack, which isn't bad, and actually kind of helpful in this deck, because you run against decks that have, like Havencraft, that have like high defense and mediocre attack, or run against last minute stall cards with taunt that have high defense. The extra damage actually gets you there, especially when I'm trying to aggro through. Every point counts, and that 1 to attack is pretty good. I'm not mad about losing the 1 in health. I'm really not. He still taunts. He still has ward. He does his job. Plus, he gives me extra attack. Alright, Alice. Only running 2. That's all I really need. A third one probably be nice, but it's not necessary. I could run one to get away with it, honestly. She's just there as extra buff, extra damage, puts another threat on the board. Everyone knows, fanfare, give 1/1 to all ally neutrals in hand and in play, which is really good, especially since the vast majority of this deck is neutral. Again, so far we've only seen one Runecraft card, and that's Witch of the Sweets. Now we got the 3 Hectors. You got 3 neutrals in your hand besides him. 3 damage anywhere you want it to go. Plus he's a generic 4/4 ward. For record, I keep saying taunt. I left Hearthstone to come play this. I love Hearthstone to death. This gameplay is extremely similar to it. So I played Hearthstone for about 2 years. So if I say taunt, I'm sorry, I meant ward. Don't sue me, please. But Hector's really good. He's a 5-drop. Generally, if you go first, he's the first turn you can evolve. He's not bad. He turns into a 6/6 before buffs, because if Alice hits him, he's a 5/5 for 5. That's amazing. Plus, he can heal 3 to anywhere you want it. It can stop aggro, cold in its feet. It can push through for damage. It can help, take down a big creature, ally, whatever you want to call it. Just generically pretty good. The only issue with him is you have to have neutrals in hand, but as you can see, another reason why I took out that Grimoire is because this Runecraft got stuck in my hand when it could have been neutral. So, now we're going to my second Runecraft card. Probably one of the most important Runecraft cards in the deck. Felice. This card is retarded. This card is a 5-drop, 3/6. Not bad, but she pings for damage to any ally, or not ally, to enemy unit. Unfortunately not face, because then she would just be OP. She would, that's retarded. But as many neutral cards you have in your hand, she does that to any creature you want. So, enemy creature. Because if you want to pop off your own, like, Bellringer Angel to try and draw a card, you can't do that. But any enemy unit, she can ping. It's really good. Enhanced 7, which in this deck, turn 7s when things start hitting the fan for them. If I last to turn 7, I have a chance of coming back. No matter how low my life is, unless you're sitting on the nuts and you just didn't have the energy to play it, if I last to turn 7, you start getting screwed over. Because then, she evolves herself. A 4/7. Mediocre attack. 4 is a great attack, I've noticed. They got 4 attack, they pretty much stick or become a threat that has to be killed. But the defense is a 7, which is awesome. Now, I think it was Shadow, or I believe it's Shadow, runs that card, the 2-drop 2/2 that can kill an evolved creature. That card sucks. That card sucks. Playing against it, it sucks. It's a good card. Now why? Because it shits on Felice. I pop out Felice, they pop out that for only 2 mana. Ow. But my Felice did its purpose. So it's a hard loss, but Felice is just too good. Next one. I take one Illusionist. It can bring back a Felice, which is not that good. It can bring back a Hector, which is decent. It hits the highest costing unit that you've lost so far. And if you've lost a couple the same, it randomly picks one. That's not bad. It's a pretty decent late game draw. I try and use it with Gilgamesh or Zeus, if able, because that's extra damage to the face out of nowhere. Or I can bring somebody back, like Felice or Hector, and just kind of run into a monster I want to kill real quick. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's pretty decent. It's decent enough to have one of, because I really just don't have anything else I want to run right now in its place. Alright, 3 Sahas, because this is one of the most broken legendaries in the game. 7-drop, its stats aren't that good, but again, it's a generic 4/4. It is a threat. But Fanfare put a neutral for my hand to play and give it rush, that's really good. The downside to Saha is if it's been boosted by Alice, that boost goes away at the end of your turn when it returns to your hand. That resets back to original stats. That being said, if it's not boosted, any damage that creature or ally has taken also resets back to original stats when it goes back to your hand. So you can drop something like Gilgamesh or Lucifer or Israfel or Bahamut or Zeus, run it into a threat, and return it back to your hand. Free stats. You just played it for free. If you're playing Lucifer, you just gain 4 life on top of it. That's really good. Or if you hit someone with Rush, or Storm, not Rush, like Gilgamesh or Zeus, that's face damage. It's really good. Which brings me to my Gilgamesh. The beginning of this format, or this meta, was super aggro intensive, including Shadow, which is weird because it's an early game control aggro deck. They have play a bunch of little crap monsters, which low stats, which can still get through. You only have 20 life. They hit you 20 times with their 1-drop monster, you're still gonna die. And they can play monsters pretty much every turn. And then Ector was a win con. They just keep popping out these low-costing allies and then boost them with Ector and just crap on you out of nowhere. It's pretty efficient. What is it? They can do 16 damage in 1 turn with a bunch of one drops. They have 4 1-drops you haven't taken care of. They drop Ector, 16 damage. If you're at 16 or lower health, you're dead. So the issue I was having originally was I wasn't able to push out the damage to get around that. Gilgamesh is a turn 8. Saha's a turn 7. The same turn Ector is. Now, all my previous cards, they're control-y. They hit for 2 damage if they're not killed off the field, which is fine because it gets rid of their kill conditions. And the whole purpose is me controlling their field and hitting for damage. If I'm playing a Shadow, I'm really pushing for damage because I want to kill them before they drop the Ector or the Nephis or any other big card. They just pop out nowhere around turn 7. So Saha and Gilgamesh are at that time frame. And generally, I have them down low enough to like 5, 6, 7 health. I usually I've saved usually 1 evolution unless I'm just really just evolving balls to the wall to save my ass. I usually at least have 1 evolution, if not 2, by the time my turn 7 hits. I can push that 7 damage for game the same time they're trying to push for game with Ector. And they usually don't have taunts unless they run the 1 card, was it a 4 or 5 that kills something and then they gain life. That card's, I hate that card. It's too good. It's really good. I wish that card was a neutral. I really did. Run 2 Lucifers, including my shiny one, which I love. Lucifer is just ridiculously good. I happen to personally feel it's one of the most underrated legendaries that there is. He comes out, he stays on the field at least 1 turn, you've gained 4 life, which is very important. Again, 4 seems to be a magic number in this game. It's a 5th of your life. Taken away, given back, whichever. His stats are really good for an 8-drop. He's a 6/7, which, going off what I've seen curve-wise, for the mana and a really good ability, 6/7 is really good. Evolved, he turns to a 9/8. He jumps up 3 attack. Only 1 defense, but still 3 attack for 8-drop. And then on top of that, he burns for 4 to the face. That's really good. I win a fair amount of games with his evolved effect. Which leads me to my Reyna. I'm only running 1. In my opinion, it's like the Illusionist. It has a great ability that doesn't hit that often super beneficial. when it hits hard. And I'm running one of it. He's an 8-drop 5/5, or she's an 8-drop 5/5. Stats aren't that good. She evolves into a 5/5 also. So, ew. But her effect evolve. Everybody else, but their evolve effects don't trigger. Which actually I had a game I think earlier today or yesterday. I don't think I recorded that one, but I evolved her with a fairy on the field, thinking I was about to go all sorts of crazy on them, forgetting that she doesn't let the evolve effects go off, as in the effects are when they evolve, like Faria. You know, when Faria evolves, she pluses. So she does not work with Faria. I tried that, and it didn't work. I ended up winning anyway. Apparently my opponent ran out of steam, thankfully. I thought, I was just going balls to the wall. It was one of those times where I just dropped what I had and prayed they didn't have it, even though they more than likely do. And I got lucky, they didn't have it. So I got to win that one. The turn after I dropped her, so yay. But evolving everybody, Lucifer, I got my 2 Lucifers on the field, that's 8 damage to the face. That's just 8 to the face out of nowhere. Barring any attack or anything that turn, that's 8 to the face. That's a lot. That is a lot. Isserful, we all know Isserful. If it comes into play normally, you gain 4 life. Pretty decent. Again, 5th of your life, restored, just nowhere. When it attacks, 2 AoE, including face. That's important. Aggro dex, 2 damage, hurts a lot. It comes out as a 9/8/8. Again, 1 less attack than cost, 1 less defense than cost. It's about average for a really good effect. Not to mention, it can be buffed by Alice. Really good. Evolves into a 10/10. That's half damage before the AoE. That card attacks as a 10/10. It's doing 12 damage to whatever it's swinging at. And 2 damage to everything else, because fuck you. Now we get to one of my favorite cards. The World Wielder Ginger. Turn 9 hits, same turn as Isserful, so unless you're really desperate for life points, just play her in the Isserful too. She comes into play. Every ally in your hand becomes 0 cost. Look at all these big ones I just showed you. Become 0. Now, you lose the chance to attack face the rest of the turn once you play her. So if you have creatures on the field that you want to go face with first, do it. I lost the game probably like 3 hours ago, which I might go back and show you later. I'll record the replay. Because I had 6 damage on field and dropped the Ginger first. And I was not thinking straight. I had my 5 kids, and we were at the in-laws. I wasn't paying attention. Distractions everywhere. We were watching the Kung Fu Panda movie. 5 kids, pizza, in-laws. I'm sorry. I misplayed the shit out of that. 6 damage on field, I fucked it up. Dropped the Ginger. Lost. The Ginger. Once you play this card, you can't attack face anymore. Your fanfares will not activate the rest of the turn. No necromancies, no enhance, and no earthrights. Which, I'm running a runecraft deck, so necromancy isn't really that big of a thing for me. Enhance only just kind of hits the fleece, which, honestly, save the fleece. It stops the Bahamut effect. Save the Bahamut. For the love of God, if you build this deck and you have Ginger and Bahamut in your hand, save that Bahamut. Because they have this really bad habit of dropping Bahamut the turn after you Ginger and you have no answer because you just dropped your whole hand. Whereas if you keep the Bahamut, you can Bahamut their Bahamut, and we can have a Bahamutception, or you can just win the game because of that. Ginger is flopping your dick out on the table conditions. It's turn 9. At this point in time, you guys are getting into life or death situations. Everybody's in the final moments. Running against Havencraft. This is Aegis' turn. You gotta force their evolve so they can't just evolve off the table. They have a decree, so you have to be careful what you're playing against when you drop the Ginger. I try not to drop Ginger against Havencraft. Sorry, I had a moment. Because decree is a thing. I will if I have to, or if I've seen at least 2 decrees being been played, I will drop the Ginger. But if I have not seen at least 2 decrees being played, I will not drop Ginger. I won't do it because I will die. I'll flop my dick out on the table. They'll flop out the decree and be like, too small, get it out of here. And I die. Unless I stockpiled some other saving graces. Which I have not doing sometimes. Or depending on your hand. Sometimes your hand just won't allow it. There have been times where I've gingered out 2 killer cards with enough to put threat of game on board. Like hard threat of game on board. And kept others in my hand as a backup. And it has saved my ass. You can't always get that lucky. Against aggro decks or people who have opened the nuts. You gotta play your good cards to get rid of theirs. And just keep your ass alive. And it becomes a skill fest. You try and outskill them, they try and outskill you. You get to turn 9. You drop Ginger and hope they've ran out of awesome stuff to take out your high level cards. That's what the Ginger does. You drop out the Israful. You drop out this if you're lucky. Or if you have the evolution points too. Drop out the Lucifers. You keep the Sahas. Keep them. Do not drop Saha with Ginger. Drop Gilgamesh. Hell, drop the one of Zeus. If you're running more, cool. I might run one more if I ever pull one. I'm not going to make it. But if I pull one, I'll think about taking it in. Probably swap out one Bahamut for it, but maybe. I don't know. I've been a fan of 2 Bahamuts. Having 2 Bahamuts has saved my ass. But, again, when dropping the Ginger, Zeus is fine, Gilgamesh is fine. They can't go face that turn, but they have Rush, which means they can hit any monster. Pull all the big ones besides Sahas and Bahamut, pretty much. And just be smart about the Ginger play. There have been times where I could play Ginger, but I haven't for a couple turns because I want to see what they have first. Again, you have other turn 9 and lower plays. Israfil gains you life. Lucifer gains you life. Gilgamesh rushes in real quick. Try and put some threat on the board, try and get those killed cards out. Then drop the Ginger. Like for instance, say you have a couple of these cards in your hand and you have Saha. All the time you Saha. Saha first, always. Because get you a little 6 damage beater out there. Heal 4 life, put it back in your hand. It puts a 4/4 threat on the field. They're going to use kill cards to get rid of that Saha. Because they know that you have big cards and they can't afford to let a 4/4 sit on the board. They can't. Do that a couple times. Once, twice. Throw out a Gilgamesh. No one expects the Gilgamesh. Throw it out there. Hit face a couple times. Let them use their kill card. Let them burn their hand out. Drop it. If you have an evolution point, use it on Israfil if you have to. Clear the board. Why not? Or if you have her and Israfil and Lucifer out, the nuts. Just evolve that. Swing with Saha. Or, not swing with Saha. Swing with Israfil. Swing with Israfil. Swing with Lucifer. Swing with Lucifer. Clear their board. Ping them for damage. What are they going to do? Drop Bahamut. Or decree you. That's about the only thing they can do at that point in time. But lucky enough, Ector can hurt your board, but not kill them all. Which leads me to the Bahamuts. Let's card will save your ass. This card gets buffed by Alice. Oh my god. Dropping a 15-15 Bahamut, or a 14-14 Bahamut, clearing everything else, evolving it into a 16-16 ew, or 17-17. That's nasty. They have to pop kill cards. They have to. Hell, I've dropped Bahamut before I've dropped the Ginger just to see what they do. I wait one turn, drop Bahamut, clear the field. They're like, alright, bring out all these cards. I'm like, alright, cool, Ginger, pull out Isserful. Swing, kill all those cards. Bahamut, go face, I win. Or wait, you can't Bahamut go face that turn, but drop Isserful. Don't drop Ginger. Drop Isserful. Swing. Bahamut, go face. What are they going to do? It's nasty. It hurts. He's a hard card to kill. Unless you're playing against Havencraft, which they have a shit ton of cards to kill it. Or Shadow, because they have a bunch of cards to kill also, but they have to waste them. Which is fine. It's perfectly fine. This card is meant to die. Or win. It is the ultimate glass cannon. It either shatters, or it shits on you. Zeus. A better Gilgamesh. By far. Extra defense. Same attack. 2 more cost. But for that 2 more cost, you also get Bane and Ward, which can save your ass. Unless you're playing against Aegis, and then you're just kind of fucked. But what do? You outrace Aegis, which this deck can do, by the way. You pop out Ginger, you outrun Haven. Playing against Havencraft, you have to outrun them. You have to outrun their resources. You make them force their decrees and their kill cards as early as possible, which this deck can easily do. It's got a bunch of threats in it that pull out more threats or set you up for more threats. Force them to where they have 1-2 cards in their hand on turn 9, and I'm like, well, the deck I'm playing against is obviously not Exodia. It must be Aegis. Cool. Drop Ginger. What are you gonna do? You have 2 cards in hand, maybe a third. You better rip that decree, or I win. I don't care if you have Aegis or not. I have a field full of cards that probably is already game on field. I don't care if you have Aegis, I win. It's possible. I've done it quite a lot. Especially with the Gilgameshes and the Zeus, the little storms in. The Fleece, which when it evolves gives itself Storm, which is retarded. A 4/7 with Storm is really good. So anyway, that's my long and drawn out deck profile for myself. Let's play a match, maybe 2 if this first one goes pretty quick. Ginger Alice, and we'll see what time gives me. Again, please guys, my last video posted, I put my friend code up there. Send me some friend requests. I'll play you private match. If you don't mind, I'll even record a private match and I'll put that on YouTube too. I have no problems doing that if that's what you want. I like playing against other people. I like playing against skilled people. I like watching skilled people. Comment some links. I'll watch some other people. If you want me to watch you play, I'll do that too. No problems with this. Please hit that subscribe button. Like, share, whatever you want. I have a Facebook page, Schmisto's Gaming World. Keeping that hand because that hand is retarded good. Going first, which is hopefully I'm playing against dirt, because me going first was actually pretty decent on this. But please, hook me up. In turn, because I didn't draw my 2 1-drops in my entire deck. I do not condone smoking. How do you do? This person's being friendly. I'll be friendly too. Let's go ahead and which of the sweets is live? Let's replace it. Even better. I'm actually opening up fairly good. Now turn 2 hits. Let's see what we're playing against. Spell Boost. Spell Boost is a hard matchup. I'm not gonna lie. Unless I open the nuts and they don't open up a lot of kill cards. Actually, this is one of the reasons why I like the Angelic Knight. I'm gonna push for damage out my ass. I'm not gonna be able to evolve until turn 5 anyway, So I might as well get the damage out while I can. Nice. Okay, I'm fine with that. 6 card in hand. 2. He can evolve next turn, so I'm not too worried about it, honestly. Lost my lighter. Shame for me. I could kill it, but I'm not going to. Oh no. The battery's trying to die. I'm sorry for that. Look at that. I just hit my turn 4, and he's already 11 life. 7 cards. There's no way in hell he can hit 9 right now. I'm not worried about his little 6/6. That's fine. He has to run to the taunt. And if I really, really wanted to, I could run my little sweets into it because I don't care. That being said, I have Hector, I have Faria. What do I want to do here? I'm going face. I'm just going face. He's going to turn 5. He hasn't played that many spells. 1 cachet. Kill this, don't care. Let's get some 7 damage on board. He's at 4 life. I can do 3 to the face with the Hector by himself. And he's got to clear at least the Alice and the Unicorn, which he couldn't. I won. I opened the nuts though. Don't expect that a lot. I run way too many high costing cards to hit that a lot. But I run enough 2 costing cards to kind of mitigate that. So that was super quick. Let's go through another one. I'm sorry, guy. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. I need my energy drink. I was about to check to see if anybody was watching. I forgot I can't go live stream right now. But again, follow me on Facebook, Shmisto's Gaming World. I pretty much post any video I post on YouTube, I post on there too. I can also post pictures and stuff on there. Comment, give you guys shout outs. Not a bad hand. Play against that again, going second now. Let's see what we got. Dirt. Shiny dirt. Not the worst, that's fine. Kill that card as soon as possible. Back when I was running Dirt Hardcore, people could not kill that card. They just didn't know how to play against it. That card is retarded. If you let that card live, that card can kill you. Super easy. The stupid, what was it? The Magic Illusionist. That card will kill you if you don't know how to play against it. The best part about Dirt is it's the same concept. What they do blows up that. What he just messed up was, if I actually had a way to get over that at the moment, I'm going to waste this. Can't evolve yet. I can evolve next turn. But every time he dies, they lose a Earth Sigil. When there's no more Earth Sigils, he stays dead. It's fine. He's opening up the nuts. I might actually lose this one. I'm not opening up that well. Ew. I think I'm gonna die here, guys. What do I do here? Going into turn 5. I was born one of those with Illusionist. That's not that good. Damn. I should just drop the bell ringer. Probably gonna lose this, depending on what's left in his hand. And he can search. Oh, that's fine. It's also fine. Kind of. Puts me at 10 life, 6. He still has he didn't involve that, which means he's not hurting for kill cards. Oh, now I want to draw the turn 2. Dick. Alright, so what do we do here? We have to do this, don't we? Play this. Play this. Also, just misplayed. Always wait to see what you draw first. Always. It could have been a better card than Bellringer. We're going to kill that because we don't want them searching. He only has one more evolution, so he has to be careful with it anyway. But we put this in 3 damage range, so unless he's sitting on Big Levi, if he's got Golem, he's going to target that with the Golem. Or he might target this and attack into it. Who knows? But I made that a viable target for his 3 damage. Could have Little Levi for all I know. That would kind of suck if he did, but... So he's got going into turn 6. Outrunning turn 6. Fuck. Okay. I think I'm gonna die. I'm dead. I'm so dead. I got savaged. So there's not a card I can draw right now that's going to save my ass. Not one. If he gets the Big Levi, or even a Golem, he can evolve, get that. Yeah, that's what we have. We have to do this. Alright. Kill that. Evolve this. Kill that. And see, it's not going to matter. I can kill that, and it's going to pop the Red Hot Ritual. Shit. You guys might get to see a third game. I got my ass kicked about as fast as I won that last game, so I might actually post a third match on this one. Long day. But tell me, how's your guys' day been? You've heard about my day. It's been long. It's been crazy, hectic. Picked up my son, so the 5th one to us today. What's he doing? Oh no, we don't. Oh wait, no, that's the one that starts the Goblin Mage, isn't it? Alright. That's fine, so... Huh. Okay. I'm fine with this. I am 100% fine with this because now I start gaining life back. Lucifer. Alright. So. Killing that with Lucifer. Killing that. And because I'm really kind of scared, I'm going to evolve this. And kill that. It's going to come back. He's got no more evolutions, but also killed his thing, which he has to spend mana to play another one. I'm about to gain life. I don't think he can burst me down. I could be wrong. Next turn, I'll just hardcast Lucifer, gain 4 life again. And I've got 2 threats on the board he should kill. And if I live this... Oh no, he could kill me. If he's got piercing, or... Okay. I'm not mad at this. That was a smart play. That was a smart play on his part. Don't care. Kill that. Going to turn 9. No evolution, 2 damage on board. I might have just saved my ass. This is one of those times where I could pop Ginger, but I'm probably not going to. I'm probably going to drop an Isterful, see if I can get some more kill cards out. He's digging. He shouldn't be too worried. He's still at 20 life, but I don't care about that card. I don't care. Oh, that's a good one. But I need life. I have to have life right now. Alright, so unless he starts popping out more fucking kill cards, which he doesn't have apparently, that's fine. I don't care. I don't care. I'm probably going to drop the Fleece now. I don't think he can burst out 7 damage. This could be a misplay. I could do Gilgamesh. No. No, we're going to be smart. Just in case, we're going to be smart. We're going to drop another Isterful. If you can't answer this, I can Zeus or Gilgamesh for game next turn. Though he could just spam his board full of 3/3s. That suck. But at the same time, I have Felice. I can eat 2 of those for free. And put out a Bell Ringer just in case. I might have came back for this one, guys. Woohoo! Go Ginger craziness. Yeah. Fair enough. You said 2 damage, you can kill that, right? Put a Crimson Sorcery in your hand. Dick! It's a good thing I gained that life. They could have burst me down more than I would have liked. Alright, so what do we got on the field? Nothing I'm too terribly worried about. Let's kill this. Just put up Bell Ringer just to be safe. 6 to face. Let's see what he's got. He's running out of answers. He pulled out some last-ditch bursts just to kill the Isterfuls. He could have done that on face. So I am glad I played the Isterfuls instead of the Ginger. Had they been Lucifers instead, I would have definitely played the Ginger because the heal effect would have happened. Again, always Saha first. Always. And because I'm a dick, let's put the Zeus back in the hand. He knows I have it. He also knows I have 10 damage on board with Ward that draws me a card. He knows I have game. I've shown game. I have game on board. And at least half his health in hand. With one card. Okay, you need to pull out more. That's not good enough. Let's do defense. 4. Let's draw a card. 20 cards left. 19 cards left. Now I'm going to drop the ginger. Why? Because it lets me play 2 cards for free. Zeus. And Gilgamesh. I'm showing him drop the Bahamut or die. And drop the Bahamut or die. That's all he can do right now. And if he drops the Bahamut, I'll drop my Bahamut. Simple as that. He's at 10 life. I have 26 damage on board. My math is awful. 22 damage on board. Now he's just playing cards to play cards. He knows he's lost. He's just showing his hand. Good game. Well, I came back from that one and saved my ass. Woohoo. Not mad about that. But I was worried as hell at the beginning. He opened with the nuts, but one of the downsides I have learned from playing a lot of Dirt myself, as you can see, I'm obviously a runecraft focused player. Dirt can run out of steam quick. Unfortunately. But I think that's all for tonight, guys. My eyes feel like they're trying to bulge out of the back of my head, but please follow me on Facebook. I'll show you my friend code again. Let's get there. I have no missions coming up. I don't think. Let's check my missions real quick. Dragoncraft, Forestcraft. Meh. Score rewards. 1 victory away from just 50 vials, which I'm kind of mad about that. I understand they just can't be giving away vials like that, but 50? Come on now. And it doesn't really get better. 50, 50, until you get like really high up there. Either way, 50, 50, 50. Those are commons. Those are commons. What are they? Bronze? They're bronzes. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm all the way down, apparently. Well, apparently it does not get better than 50. All the way up to 100,000. So at 92,000, you still only get 50 vials. 1 free bronze card, guys. 1. Gold, about the same. However, 5 standard packs, that shit's worth it. Anyways, as I was, please like, share, comment. Please hit that subscribe button, guys. Follow me on Facebook at Shmisto's Gaming World. You'll see the same things. I'll usually post some more pictures, like some win streaks, everything like that. 424 wins right now, so I'm closing in on that 500 achievement, so yay. User ID for me is 314-862-226. And here you can see what everything I played. 408 victories with RuneCraft, so slightly more to go with just RuneCraft to hit my 500 for that. Got 2 in with the Dragons, 14 in with Exodia. It's all Exodia. And I believe that's my Storm Dragon build, which not that good on this account. So you probably won't see a lot of that just yet until I get some more vials and gold up. Which, as you can see, I only have 50, and I am in my 20 gold week. So tomorrow when I log in, I'll get 20 gold. So, oh well. Hopefully get a Take 2 ticket soon. Do all that. So, but guys, have a good night. Be safe. Play some Shadowverse. Play some RuneCraft. I highly condone that. Take it easy, guys. Good night.